most people are fighting mosquitoes the wrong way. They buy sprays, use them for a few days, and wonder why the mosquitoes keep coming back. Today I'm sharing 5 home methods that actually work. Traps, sprays, things you can make in 5 minutes with stuff already in your kitchen. But here's what I want you to stay for. One of these methods doesn't kill mosquitoes or repel them. It stops them from ever showing up in the first place. And most people have no idea it's even an option. We'll get to that one last. For now, let's start with the easiest one. Method 1 is the easiest to set up, and it works while you sleep. All you need is apple cider vinegar, a few drops of dish soap, and a shallow bowl. Pour in about half a cup of vinegar. Add 2 or 3 drops of dish soap. Give it a light stir, and place it somewhere mosquitoes tend to show up. Near a window, a corner of the bedroom, anywhere you notice them hovering. Now here's what most people don't realize. Mosquitoes aren't flying around randomly. They're following smells, and the fermented scent of apple cider vinegar mimics organic matter in a way that draws them straight to the bowl. The moment they touch the surface, the dish soap kills the surface tension. They can't lift back off. That's it. It's completely passive. You set it, go to sleep, and deal with it in the morning. Just swap out the mixture every couple of days to keep it working. And if you place 2 or 3 bowls in different spots instead of just one, you'll notice a much bigger difference. But here's what most people don't realize about traps in general. Placement matters more than the trap itself. A bowl sitting in the wrong spot can go the whole night without catching a single mosquito. Put it near where they enter or where they tend to hover, and you'll see results. By the way, if practical fixes like this are your thing, you'll probably enjoy the rest of the channel too. Method 2 is where things get a little more interesting. This one's built around science, and once you understand how it works, it kind of blows your mind. You're going to cut a plastic bottle in half. In the bottom half, mix about a cup of warm water with 2 tablespoons of sugar and stir until it dissolves. Then sprinkle in a 1/4 teaspoon of dry yeast. Don't stir it in, just let it sit on top. Flip the top half of the bottle upside down, set it into the bottom half like a funnel, and tape the edges so it holds. What happens next is actually fascinating. Yeast feeding on sugar produces carbon dioxide, the same gas you breathe out, and mosquitoes track CO2 to find people. So this trap is essentially pretending to be a human. They fly in through the funnel, following the CO2, and they can't figure out how to get back out. Set it in a dark corner. Mosquitoes avoid bright areas, and replace the mixture every week or so. Now before we move on, here's a mistake I see people make all the time with traps like this. They set one up, check it after a day, don't see much, and give up. These traps take 2 to 3 days to really start pulling in numbers. Give it time. And don't put it right next to a window where light hits it directly. Dark, still corners are where this thing performs best. Method 4, by the way, is the one that surprised me the first time I came across it. We'll get there in a minute, but keep it in mind. Real quick, if you're finding this useful, hit the subscribe button. I put out home tips like this regularly, and it's completely free. Method 3 is for people who want something they can actually spray around the house, and on themselves if needed. Grab a spray bottle, some water, and an essential oil. Lemon eucalyptus is the one I'd recommend starting with. It's been looked at more seriously than most natural options and holds up well. Lavender and peppermint work too. Mix about 10 to 15 drops of oil into half a cup of water. Shake it before each use and spray around windows, door frames, and your sleeping area. This is where many homeowners make a mistake. They spray once, don't notice mosquitoes immediately, and assume it didn't work. This isn't a killer, it's a repellent. What it's doing is making your space smell like somewhere mosquitoes don't want to be. They rely almost entirely on scent to find a host, and these oils throw that system off completely. For surfaces, reapply once a day or so. If you're putting it on skin, every few hours is a good rule of thumb. And honestly, your home ends up smelling pretty good, which is not something you can say about chemical sprays. This next one, I'll be honest, sounds a little strange. And the first time I heard about it, I wasn't convinced either. Garlic spray, I know, but stay with me. Take 5 or 6 garlic cloves, crush them roughly, and drop them into a pot with 2 cups of water. Bring it to a boil, let it simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. Let it cool completely, and strain it into a spray bottle. Spray it along baseboards, corners, door frames, and especially outdoor areas. What surprised me most was how well this actually holds up. The sulfur compounds in garlic are genuinely disruptive to mosquitoes. It messes with their ability to navigate and find prey. And yes, it smells like garlic when it's wet. But it dries down fast, and at that point, humans can barely detect it. Mosquitoes still can though. That's the point. This one's especially worth doing before you spend time outside in the evening. Spray the perimeter of the area about 30 minutes before you go out there. Reapply every few days or after it rains. Most homeowners never think to use anything in outdoor spaces at all. They focus inside and wonder why they're still getting bitten the moment they step out the door. Method 5. This is the one I mentioned at the start. No spray, no trap. And in many cases, it's more effective than any trap or spray you'll ever use because it goes after the source. Here's what most people don't realize. Mosquitoes don't just appear, they breed. And they breed in standing water. Still, stagnant water is where they lay their eggs, and within less than a week, those eggs become new mosquitoes. Here's the part that gets people. They don't need much water at all. A bottle cap, a flower pot tray, a tarp with a small dip in it. That's genuinely enough. So what I want you to do, ideally today, is walk around your home, inside and out, and look for anywhere water is sitting still. Flower pots and their saucers, gutters, buckets, kids' toys left outside, pet water bowls, even indoor things like air conditioner drip trays. Empty whatever you can. For water you can't remove, a rain barrel, a small pond. Adding a small amount of dish soap to the surface disrupts the larvae's ability to breathe. It stops the cycle. Do this walkthrough once a week. That's the whole method. And over time, the number of mosquitoes around your home goes down, not because you trapped them or sprayed them, but because you took away the only thing they actually need to keep multiplying. This is where most people never look, and it's the reason traps and sprays alone never seem to be enough. So let's bring it all together. Method 1. Apple cider vinegar and dish soap in a bowl. Passive, simple, works overnight. Method 2. Sugar and yeast in a bottle. Mimics CO2, lures mosquitoes in, traps them. Method 3. Essential oil spray. Repels them naturally, safe around the home, smells good. Method 4. Garlic boil spray. Strange but effective, especially for outdoor spaces. Method 5. Standing water removal. The one that fixes the root problem, not just the symptoms. Here's the thing about all of this. One method on its own will make a difference, but not a dramatic one. The people who actually get results are the ones who layer 2 or 3 of these together and keep it consistent. It's not a one-night fix, it's a system. Pick one method and do it today. If I had to choose a starting point, I'd say go do the standing water check first, right after this video. It costs nothing and it immediately starts cutting off their ability to reproduce. Then set up the vinegar trap or the bottle trap tonight while you sleep. 2 things, no money, real results. Drop a comment and tell me which one you're going to try first. Or if you've already used one of these, let me know how it worked out. Genuinely curious what's been effective for people in different areas, because results do vary depending on where you live. And if this is the kind of content you find useful, practical, no-nonsense home fixes that actually work, go ahead and subscribe. That's all this channel is. No fluff, no gimmicks, just stuff that works. I'll see you in the next one.